Hello Aquarius, and welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're an avid viewer, welcome back. So honoured that you keep following me, that's fantastic. Okay, so this is for, and sorry about the delay, I've had issues with technical issues, that's why it's a little bit late, so I do apologise about that. Okay, this is for June 2018, monthly reading for Aquarius in love. Okay, so let's have a look here at your reading for June and see if we can resonate with any of this. Okay, or all of it, or some of it maybe. Okay, so just going to pop my glasses on. I'm going to use my medieval deck for this reading, as I always do, and also I'm going to use my angel blessing cards, which I used about 2 years ago at the end here to get the messages from the divine and from angels. Okay, because these messages are directly from the divine. So let's have a look here for Aquarius. What's happening for Aquarius in this time frame? I get new beginnings here, new beginnings and expansion. I also pick up expansion here, and what I do is I shuffle until cards pop out, which they do near enough straight away. Yeah, I get the sun. You have the sun here in your future, which is a great card. Okay, the sun is shining on you, although you feel, how come the sun is shining on me when I feel like this, but there is hope in this situation. I get the star card here, so there is hope. And I got a few more that popped out quite quickly. So expansion here with someone new, I feel, and it's a watery energy, and it's like a watery energy of expression, a watery energy of emotional expression. That's what I get here very strongly through this reading. Okay, so I feel in the past, or you have defended yourself here strongly, but I feel at the core and the root of this problem from the past, not the future, the past here, is communication, an expression of communication, expression of emotions, and a difficulty to express. Maybe you may be somebody who's been accused of this, or we couldn't talk. You was impossible to talk to talk about emotions. We tried to talk about emotions, but you would throw everything down, throw the gauntlet down, walk out of the room, and it was impossible to talk to you. So it may be you, or it could be somebody else here in the frame. Okay, so you may still be with this person. I get here 8 of Cups, and this is walking away from a situation, but this is at this present time considering walking away, because it's in the reverse position. I get somebody around you who, I get this may be you. I get the King of Swords, an Aquarius air sign, male or female. You come into this very, very quickly. I also get a lady here, a lady. Now that could be you, or it could be a person around you. There's the lady. I feel that you and this lady wanted this harmony here, wanted harmony, the 4 of Wands in this relationship, but there wasn't harmony. It was disharmony. this harmony, because the difficulty in connecting at an emotional level, I feel this was a block. There was very much a black and white, you know, logical situation. One person was very reluctant to look at the grey areas, just the logistical, and that's where this broke down. The inability to look into the grey areas. And you know what, Aquarius, although there's a reluctance and it's scary to look into the grey areas, I feel where the grey areas are, myself personally, is more interesting to dig deep and find out the nooks and crannies of whys and wherefores, you know. So I get here, this is major family or the previous past relationship to be the 10 of Cups in reverse. Okay, so this is dysfunction, and I get, yeah, this is a dysfunctional family because of the lack of communication. Now I do get, you feel you've tried with this, you've tried to communicate with this person, it's kind of impossible. Now this is broken down. Okay, the only thing that you've got left with is an education here of, you know, to for relationships to survive, you need clear, concise communication, open communication, and an equal flow of communication, and looking into the grey areas without shouting, without being calm about it. Although the other person or you, as soon as you stepped into that grey area of whys and wherefores, this person would go ballistic, they would be angry, they would maybe be violent, hope not, but they may have been violent, they may have put fists into walls and all of this kind of thing, you know, smashing plates against the wall as soon as you step into the grey area. Now this is their issue. If you cannot talk about things like put your cards on the table and talk about things without things getting out of context and into a very kind of controlling verbal attack and you know, emotional outbursts and tantrums, then where are you going to go? And I feel this is where this is an education for you. I need a two-way communication. I can't, you know, I would not be able, there's no relationship without this open communication. So this is what I get here. Discomfort. Because of this chronic stagnation in this relationship or marriage, you know, a chronic discomfort, an anxiety of and gnawing away and chewing away at you. Why can't we deal with this? Why can't we get past this? Why was this such an obstacle? So I do get an uncomfortable feeling of discomfort and stagnation here. I get pointless. It's pointless. It's pointless to even talk about this, because I know that you will go crazy and ballistic and do this tantrum thing when all I want to do is explore this grey area. Which is not an issue for you. It's not an issue. Could be the other way around. You could be cross-watching this and the other person is saying, why do we have to, why are you starting again? You're starting again. You're starting again. And all you're trying to do is communicate to sort something out so you can move to a more kind of productive, more harmonious relationship onto the next level. This is what this other person cannot see. They just want to see this as like, here we go with your emotions and you're starting again, for goodness sake, woman, you know, this kind of situation. I get you as a Princess of Wands, or it could be the other way around. You are very dynamic, very kind of a little bit wild in a way. I get you the energies of the Princess of Wands, okay? Or this could be your partner. And the Princess of Wands is a little bit on the wild side. You're not going to tame somebody like this. You chose this kind of person. And I get enthusiastic, energetic, outgoing, dynamic, faster pace of life, likes excitement, likes that adventure, likes that wildness and all of this. And you are trying to tame that person. They're not interested in listening to you, you know. This person will be who they are. They won't change, male or female, okay? So there is a state here, there's a state of being, of you know, it's not worth it. It's not even worth going down that road of arguing. So nothing gets solved, nothing gets talked about, no emotions get aired, and you know, it ends up flat and stagnated, and you feel frustrated. Anxiety builds up when you cannot talk. You know, discomfort builds up when you cannot talk. So we have this sense of gnawing away, as I said before, and then you kind of give up. I can't communicate with this person. They don't know how to communicate. They have never been taught how to communicate. They don't have the skill to communicate. They've never been educated to communicate. I also get that they've not even, I get this kind of person as not even done any self-help on, you know, self-work on themselves. They have not like read books about communication, and so as far as choosing a partner again, we're talking about at the beginning when you date somebody to ensure, and I know I've said this right the way through a lot of these readings in June for many signs, at the beginning make sure that you can communicate with them, that they feel comfortable with the level of your communication, your style of communication. And then make an informed decision. If they're sitting there quite dumb and like, I've no idea what you're talking about, then that's not the sort of person that you're looking for, that won't enter into the grey areas, that will just look at the surface, black and white, you know. So yeah, so I get a sense here of confusing because of differing communication styles, okay? And this person would not be interested in studying communication styles, you know. They wouldn't be interested in that. Communication to this person would be just talking, you know. So I have to emphasize, and I am emphasizing on a lot of these videos, just be careful who you do get involved with and commit to, and make sure, and I've said this on other videos, make sure that they're on your same page, that they don't mind you, don't mind talking in the grey areas, emotional communication, you know, that you're not going to get that frustration of, oh, you're making me angry because you're talking about emotions again, and it kind of, you know, it kind of goes into their psyche, and it makes them angry because it reminds them of something else, and here we go again with this whirlwind of anger and frustration and tantrums, you know. So okay, so I get here, banging your head against a brick wall, it's not worth it. And I get here, you've tried to avoid the Tower in this relationship, okay? You've tried to avoid the Tower in this relationship. I keep getting lots popping out here. lots of cards, and now you're looking for a release of this tension. The Two of Wands. You're looking for a release of this tension because you're banging your head. I don't want any more of it. It's not worth it, that kind of energy. This is so confusing. And you're thinking, if this is a past situation, you're actually thinking, and I do pick up the Princess of Pentacles, who is an earth sign. So you're thinking, hang on a minute, this person from the past, I kind of understand now why this didn't work. And for some of you, you may have fought for this. You may have fought tooth and nail for this relationship, and it's just the same cycle again and again and again. Oh, we're just hitting our head against a brick wall, we're not getting anywhere, it's not worth it, and all of this. But I get somebody here who wants to fight for this because I feel the sex is great. I get the Lovers card, you know, the sex is fantastic, and you want to fight for this, and you want this to work out. You know, it's great in bed, but the rest of it is absolutely useless, you know. So, but I also get here, it's not enough. I get somebody, you know, the sex side of it is good, but the rest of it, it's just not enough. I don't just want great sex, I want all of it. I want to have great sex, but I also want to have a great communication emotionally on a level that's the same as mine, and on the same page. That would be fantastic. This here is not enough, you know, it's not enough. Okay, so finally a decision is made here in June, because there is still battles with this person, this lover here, okay, where the sex is great, and I get there is a realization and a finality of this. I can't work this out. I can't heal this person, okay, who is quite manipulative. If they don't get their own way, this person can be quite manipulative. I get the Queen of Cups and or the King of Cups here. And finally, I feel it would be easier to meet somebody else here. And I feel this is what you're looking for, what you're searching for. You know this already. It's something that you're searching for unconsciously, because you know you want to be able to talk like, you know, like it's you've known them for years, and you feel so comfortable with that person on an emotional level. You feel like, you know, I'd love to be able to talk about anything, and that person allow that freedom of speech and understand, you know, how I feel. I mean, who wouldn't like that? That's like perfect, isn't it? You know, so unconsciously that's what you're looking for, and I'm actually glad that you're looking for this, Aquarius. You do deserve it, and realizing this. But there is a realization of this, of the whole situation here, that now you're looking for somebody new, because I get you want to free yourself from this burden. I got the 10 of Wands in reverse. Why? Because you're realizing that this person is not communicating purposely on your level, because this person uses communication as a control tool, okay? So purposely disagrees with everything you say. When you go left, they go right, and it's something they use as a control tool, and it's got you very confused that I can't communicate. I'm unable. Is it me? Is it me that can't communicate? Or is it the other person? But there is a final realization that this has been used against you as a control tool. And this is where you're going to really, really consciously look for somebody that you can openly, freely communicate with on an emotional level, all the grey areas, and feel very comfortable doing that too. So that's your reading, okay, Aquarius. Okay, it's not going to resonate with all of you for this June, but there's lots and lots of realizations here for June. If you'd like your own personal profile reading, please give me an email. My email is here at the bottom, and I will send you my fees, my tariff, okay, and what to do if you want a personal private reading. And I will help you to guide you onto your spiritual path, okay, the correct spiritual path for you. Okay, so to summarise here, it's a little bit kind of convoluted, this reading, isn't it? What you think is a communication issue is actually a realisation that it isn't. It's actually a control tool, okay? But also filtering people that actually use communication as a control, and look for people who are very clear at communicating and comfortable communicating with your style of communication, and also, you know, at the level of communication that you feel comfortable talking about without this craziness, you know, to control, to stop you from talking about these issues, these sensitive issues, trying to get to the bottom of these issues, trying to hide from these issues too is another thing. So that's your reading, and I'm going to send you lots of love, lots of blessings. Aquarius, you do deserve somebody you feel totally at ease with and comfortable, and so easily the two-way communication is easy, okay? You really do deserve that, and I wish that for you. So sending you lots of love, lots of blessings, and you take care, okay? Bye bye.